girl. Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Y'all, he did. Patreon. He literally did Patreon.
He actually did.
Patreon, I want y'all to think about the reason why we all go together. All of us. Whoever's watching, whoever's listening, whoever's looking. The way we all came to be in life together is because, oh no, he didn't. And he did. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. Let's go back to episode 1. Horrible audio. Phone call between me and my girlfriend, Robin. We hide in closets and just recording the podcast because I got broke up with while I was doing the news via text message by a 50-year-old.
Dumped.
Thank you for that. I think broken up with, he dumped me. After asking me to be his girlfriend, I was his girlfriend for 30 days. And then he dumped me on the air via text message while I was doing TV. He knew I was doing TV. He was my boyfriend. He knew I had my phone and he broke up with me. We started the podcast. I wrote this long exit email to him. I lost interest in sending it to him. My dear friend, I read it to her. She said, I know you ain't not gonna send it to him, but I feel like you need to do something with this email. So that's how Oh No, Girl Yes was born. So first of all, we should thank this particular F-boy for his participation. Everything happens exactly as it should. This was in February. He broke up with me February 4th, 2019.
Yeah. We
launched the podcast February 14th, 2019. I can't remember. You met him the night I met him in person.
Right.
I don't know if
correct.
Yeah. So you met him early on. I was really into this guy. I really liked him and we really were friends. So I thought we were really friends. So I think the breakup threw me off because it was like, we would literally talk like 8 times a day about nothing.
And y'all had just spent a nice weekend together. It was nothing.
He invited me down for his mom's birthday. I mean, I didn't met the mom, the sister, the son, the friends. I mean, we literally didn't fight. We had never had an argument, nothing. So when he broke up with me via text while I was doing the news, it was really shocking, right?
Yeah.
Of all the relationships I've had, I never told you about a problem.
Right. Right.
He lived an hour and a half away. Either I was spending the weekend with him or he was coming up to spend the weekend with me. We had all gone out together one night. It was like completely on a date. Even your friends was like, you just got a man out here in the club. So when this man broke up with me, it really was out of left field. I was not in love with him, but it was more hurtful that he didn't even see me as a friend. It was like, yeah, no. And he had told me stories about prior relationships that I felt like he did not handle well with women. And so at the end of the day, I felt bad because I thought I was special because he told me I was special, but he handled me basically the same way you handle other women, poorly. Y'all, I saw this man. I usually see him around Magic City Classic, which is October. So if he broke up with me in February 19, I saw him October 19. I ignored him. He came up, tried to speak to me. I have nothing for you, nothing. Last year, we didn't have Magic City Classic in October because of the pandemic. This year, we're out. Who do I see? But the inspiration behind the podcast. And he does his hello, highs, and I'm hello, hi. And I keep moving. Later in the night, I see him see me. And you know how when you can see somebody looking at you, you just start having the best time you ever had in your life. You just start performing. I was sitting there by myself. I think you was someone talking to somebody else. I'm just by myself. And he comes over and he says, hey, I just want to say I'm sorry. And I looked at him. I said, okay. And he went back to his little space. Well, for the rest of the night, he kept inserting himself in my face. Can we be friends? I'm sorry. I had gotten some news about my medical condition and I was depressed. I retired from my job and I just shut everybody out and I didn't handle it well. I said, but we were friends. You know, I know I didn't handle it well. I'm sorry. I feel bad. I should have done that. At some point, I said, I'm going to put my little pit bull on him. Get him, girl.
I don't know who she thought I was, didn't I?
She ain't do it, y'all. She ain't say nothing. He comes back over to me. I wasn't even trying to listen to because I knew this is my friend. She done been in the trenches with me. We do this every week.
You skipped a whole bunch of this story.
Oh, I don't know. I was drinking.
In the Uber ride over, we had made a decision. It wasn't about him, but it was just about the night in general.
We knew I was going to see people I had probably dated.
Yes, that we knew that. We obviously knew that. It's Birmingham, it's small, whatever.
I've dated everyone.
But she had made me promise that I was not going to let her go off on any of these men, basically. Cool. That's my promise. That's what we going to do. I don't know if it was the second or third time that he came over to apologize, but I think that's when your energy started rising, as in, you know,
He got
okay,
it.
this Negro won't leave me alone.
He
Let
wanted.
me handle this. And so I actually grabbed her hand. I said, hey, y'all got each other number. Or so I thought they did. Y'all got each other number. Y'all can talk about this later. This ain't the time. So we walked outside. So I'm doing my job.
See, I didn't have that memory like that, but that
is my job. That was my job for the night. So go ahead.
So we waiting on the Uber. And I said, go on over there and talk to my friend. She gonna get you. Because you still thinking I must think I'm lightweight. Even one of our listeners and supporters got him. It was like, even my dad, I'd be embarrassed if my daddy acted like this. We'll get on her later.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So he come back over to me from talking to this one, y'all, and says, oh, she's a sweetheart. I said, oh, no, the hell she's not. She ain't never been a sweetheart in her life. And I'm looking at her like, yo, bro, go in. I sent him to you.
She was really doing that.
I say this in front of him. Yo, what's up? I put him on a platter. She's sitting there like this. Girl, ain't nobody got time for that.
I don't know why. I don't know where he came up with the sweetheart, probably because I did not curse him out, but I had nothing to say to him. He was talking to me and I was just like, okay. Oh, that's what happened, right? Okay. I had nothing because, and the reason I didn't have anything, because I felt like he was enjoying it. And I realized that after the fact. Not going to give him that satisfaction.
I said that to her after the fact. Yeah. I said, I realized it didn't matter what I was saying. He just was happy I was saying something.
He was eating it up. So I was like, yeah, I'm not, I even walked away from her one time when she was trying to get me to talk to her. I just walked upstairs. Because
in that moment, I'm like, this dude keep jumping in my face. Let me go. I'm about to do this. And she just would not participate, y'all. It wasn't until the next day. So this was Wednesday night. Mm-hmm. The next day, I said, you know what? Because again, I think my ministry might be trying to course correct or affirm men in their behaviors. I realized it might not be for me, So I said, you know what? Thank you for the apology. Glad you're feeling better. So he responds, thank you, hon. You're welcome. It was great seeing you. And I just responded, I know it was. I know it was great seeing me. I look in the mirror every day and it's great. Okay. So Friday night we go out, you and I, and he sends a message. Well, wait, let me say this. I guess I deleted his number or his number's not in my phone because I was going to text him the thanks and I couldn't. So I had to send an instant messenger. So there's that. So anyway, Friday night we're out and he says, hey, you out? And I'm like, usually that's the party he's at on that Friday night. So it was like, yeah, I said, yeah, because I figured he was somewhere creeping, but he said he was at a wedding out of town. Okay. The next morning I said, I just realized you mentioned you were at a wedding out of town. I'm assuming it's yours. Congratulations. Because y'all know. He responds, no, it's not mine, but thanks anyway. So he wants to wipe the slate clean. Mm-hmm. And try to be friends again.
He said that?
Yeah. He said, can we wipe the slate clean and be friends again?
And what'd you say?
I said, well, why don't you figure out what it would look like to be my friend? And we'll go from there.
Oh, okay.
And he responded with these fingers.
Oh, okay. And that was it for the night.
That's it in totality. So I feel fine. I accepted the apology. I thanked him for the apology. Did the apology give me any kind of closure, whatever? No, I give myself closure before the door closes. Right. I generally get, now his was different because like say with my most recent situation, I had to give myself closure before I finally said, okay, don't contact me no more. With him, it was out of the blue. So I did have to give myself closure. Right. It was probably after I wrote that email, didn't send it. I was good. I had no more questions. I had no curiosity. We found this new community and family, and this has been such a blessing.
Yeah.
But I need to bring it to my Patreon family and my podcast family. Would y'all forgive me if I ever was this man's friend again? I feel like I have to check in with y'all. Would y'all be okay? Because he's the reason why we together. He's the original. He's not the original. Oh no, he didn't. He's the impetus for this moment. Y'all know
the question, people.
Yeah. Is it okay? Y'all say in the comments. Should I try to allow a friendship to build with this person again? Now, like I said, I really liked him. I wasn't in love with him. He didn't break my heart. I just was disappointed that that's how he handled me as an actual friend. Can I be his friend? What are your feelings here, friend? I haven't asked you yet.
Can you be his friend? I mean, you can do what you want to do. I'm
not gonna do what I want to do. I said, see, y'all see, that's how she be doing that. Don't do that. We here to be in each other's business and give our opinions. Not because it ain't because we ain't gonna move on.
I honestly never had any hatred towards him, right? To be honest. I mean, I'm talking about in the moment, while y'all were dating. I never looked at him and thought he was anything, other than a nice guy. He was nice that night we met him and stuff like that. Yeah, he did treat other women a certain way that we side-eyed, but so I don't have any, and that's probably another reason why I couldn't just go off on him, because I'm like, I don't even have a rapport with him at all to fuss at him for whatever.
Are there any of my exes that you could go off on if I handed them to you on a platter?
Huh?
Are there any of my exes that you could go off on if I handed
them to you?
Yes,
the other Magic City Classic dude.
Okay, yeah. Okay, just
checking. Start with him. We did not see this weekend, the other Magic City Classic dude.
I saw him in passing as he walked past me a few times. He didn't speak to
me.
Yeah, you would. Okay, you would get him. Yeah. Okay.
But anyway, but that's because we started off that way in the beginning. So this guy was totally different. I do remember him saying, and I probably did get a little aggressive with him at one point, because I do remember when he first sat down, he said, "See, she's not telling the story right. I called her." I said, "No, you did not call her." Mm-mm. "No, I did call her." I said, "Yeah, you might have talked to her on the phone after the fact." I said, "But the first message you sent her was through a text message. I was at work that day. I know it happened." and then he had to be quiet, and that's when he just went on, So I do remember that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, as far, I mean, I don't personally see a problem with it, to be honest.
I would tell you what, I'm sorry, my neighbor's dog is barking. These are literally not my dogs barking this time. But I think my original thought is, I hold a grudge. Like, I have handles. And I literally have said to you before this person even came back, even with my most recent situation, I don't want to be holding a grudge against somebody in Indiana. I have so many grudges because I've dated so many men. It really is starting to feel emotionally exhausting. I literally don't want to do it no more. And not because I think they're great people now and I've absolved them and I want them in my life. It literally is just, I want to release it for myself. And so part of me sees this as an opportunity to release this particular burden, because this name, this concept, this person is associated with, "Oh no, he didn't, girl. Yes, he did." That's the only conversation I can have when this person comes up in my life. So I don't know. I was thinking about maybe sending him my phone number. I don't know if he still has my phone number. I don't have his. So I thought that would be my gesture. If he uses it, he uses it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. And keep it moving. Yeah. I also got another apology after Classic. This was from an ex from 5 years ago. He saw me this weekend. He texted me. He apologized at the Classic, but everybody's talking and drinking. So he sent another apology the next day. I was not in love with this guy. He was a rebound. Never should have dated him. He was the rebound after the sociopath. I don't even think we've ever even done an episode on this guy. I don't even know.
We did sociopath in the first season, yeah.
No, but I mean on the one that apologized. Saturday.
Oh, I think we just mentioned him. Yeah, we've mentioned him a couple of times in the first season.
Okay. But yeah, so like I didn't have the heart to tell him, "Baby, you didn't hurt my feelings." I just let him apologize. But but the Eunice in me wants to say, "Listen, I wasn't in love with you. You was a rebound. I never should date you in the first place, but thank you for that." I just said, "Thank you. All we can do is do better." Because I know that he's someone telling somebody he broke Eunice Elliott's heart. And that is not true. Mm-hmm. Just like the other person I dated that I saw at Magic City Classic who kept walking past me, rolling their eyes and didn't want to say nothing. I know how he talked about women to me. So I know now I'm one of those women he's telling other women. And let me just say, this is a sidebar. We'll do another full episode about this, about how men will treat women poorly, lie to women, but somehow the women be mad at the other women, not knowing they the next one, and like be rolling their eyes and not speaking. You're like, "Boo, I know you current, and right. I don't know what he told you about me, but when I look at you, I actually have compassion." Mm-hmm. But we good, I actually had to unfollow a couple of my Facebook friends this weekend because they kept putting him in their pictures because I think they feel special. Oh, I know.
They really look stupid out here in these streets. I'm sorry. Sorry, I said that, but this is Patreon.
This is Patreon. And let me say this about that, because he's single.
He ain't single.
Okay, he might not be single. I don't think he's single, but he lies like he's single and he perpetrates like he's single. So as single women, we be like, whatever, dude, do you, whatever. I'm a grown woman. I ain't insecure, whatever. But what I did notice a difference is they be wanting to post his picture on social media. And I have several pictures with him that I would never post. I remember I didn't want an official photographer to take a picture because they might have posted it somewhere.
Don't have me out here in these streets.
Don't have me out here. And I have no. what you won't do. And then he's sloppy because the way you know who he be dealing with is because it be on Facebook and all the likes, whatever. And then he gonna unfriend you when he don't have access to you no more. That's even sloppier. We all following the paper trail because I remember the one.
Yeah, because I done been down that rabbit hole. So I've seen enough to know you ain't got your stuff and your ducks in a row at all. All your business out there on the street. Maybe he like it like this. He might like it like this.
Streets, girl.
I saw him driving that car the other day.
Girl, why he have to drive it up in front of everybody?
And then the police over there trying to stop us. Like, this ain't nobody.
Girl, did you see he drove it in front of the
Yes, I'm telling you where I was.
We'll talk later. Anyway, but listen, this is also a person who likes his own Facebook posts. So listen, y'all, let's stay focused.
Please repeat that.
This is a person who likes his own Facebook posts.
And that's all we need to know about him.
Validation is a thing that he craves and needs. And okay, I did not go off on him, and he wanted it though. He wanted the smoke. He kept trying to get my attention. He even came up to me in a group of people and put his hand up like this, like high five. And I was standing there,
ooh,
like, and so I did it. And the ironic thing was another ex said, "Oh, do you know him?" I said, "Yeah, you introduced me to him."
Had you not done it, he was setting you up, and that's to make you
like to be mad. And then that ex's girlfriend says, "Oh, let me take a picture of all y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. Listen, y'all. It was fully weighing. I almost want to text the ex and say, "Hey, can you send me that picture your girlfriend took of us? Because I want to see it." I want to see what it looked like. I want to see what the angels look like. You know, like what was the aura in the picture? Here's what my face looked like. I felt like I smiled, but it might have been like. Anyway, y'all, I grew a lot. I backslid because I went off on the one Wednesday night because he kept wanting it. The one Saturday at the game, wanted it. I didn't do it. Mm-hmm. And I wasn't even drinking too, though. So that's probably also why I wasn't drinking at the game. So anyway, I'm going to send this person a message right now. It says, "I don't know. I guess I deleted your number. Here's mine." That's what I'm going to do. And then we'll leave it there. Do you have anything else to say about this person? And see if they...
I look forward to the content.
So I'm gonna say, "I guess I deleted your number."
This is what y'all get Patreon real time update.
Real time. Remember last week on Patreon? Oh no, was it? So last week wasn't Patreon. It was our regular episode where you can you Google being a good boyfriend? Y'all, my most recent boyfriend, I sent him an article that says how to be a great boyfriend.
Oh, you did send it? What happened with that?
He responded, "Will you allow me to do this?"
Oh yeah, I forgot.
All right, so there you go. All right, so anyway, I said, "I guess I deleted your number. Here's mine if you care." So this is an olive branch, me sending him my phone number. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Sent. He was active 16 minutes ago. So, all right, sports fans, that's it from here. We got an apology from the inspiration of the podcast. So he brought us all together so we all can say a collective thank you, never to him.
Yeah.
But to the world and to the universe and to my friend who encouraged me to take that angst that I was not going to send to him and do something positive with it. And I really feel like we have been a service, not only to ourselves, but to our listeners and our Patreon family and everybody. So everything happens exactly as it should.
Always happens as it should.
Happens always. As it should.
All right,
Patreon. Did you have anything else on that?
No, I actually had a thought, and we could talk about it a little off camera, but something like a little gathering, maybe a holiday gathering with our Patreon.
Well, that'd be fun.
Or Friendsgiving or something. So y'all give us some ideas, throw some stuff in. What? He said something.
No, this is somebody I don't know.
Oh my God. Freaking TV, y'all.
I'm like, hey, well, let's wrap this up. We're having a real time situation.
Y'all tell us what y'all want to do for the holiday. Cool.
Tell us what you want to do for the holidays, and we'll do something.
All right.
All right. Oh, no, he didn't.
Girl, yes, he did.